Hi everyone, welcome to Lola's Frugal Life. This is episode number 173, and this is my weekly zone cleaning episode. So please stick around for a few quick words from our sponsor and we'll get right into the show. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. If there is something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it's professional counseling done securely online. There is a broad range of expertise available, which may not be available to you locally. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit betterhelp.com/Lola, that's better HELP, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Lola's Frugal Life listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Lola. Hi everyone, welcome back to my weekly zone cleaning episode. If you haven't listened before, each week I just share with you what's on my list to clean in the zone that we're currently working in. So the zones are based on the Fly Lady system. This is just a part of that cleaning system. She's got all different kinds of routines and things to follow, but this part is kind of what I mostly try and stick with, which is the zone cleaning. I use her stuff in other ways too. I just don't kind of follow everything exactly, but I have certain things I do each day and that kind of stuff. But this is like the deep cleaning stuff, like not your dishes and laundry and regular bathroom maintenance, that type of stuff. This is just like the tasks that you just do periodically throughout your home. So this is a way to keep track and focus on one area of your home each week rather than kind of looking at as a whole and trying to have to figure out what you haven't done in a while and what room to work in and all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of focuses in one area each week, and then you work through a different zone each week, so that over the course of the month and over the course of the year, you're always doing a little bit of one of those deep cleaning tasks throughout your home. The idea is to do it 15 minutes a day. I don't currently do that. I am trying to get in a little bit more here and there where I can, more in like 5 minute or even less little time slots where I can. Like for example, the other day I noticed there was like a cobweb in the corner of my kitchen, back in the corner, like behind the table where no one really goes. So I forget, I was doing something. I might have even been getting ready for work, and I was just like, you know what, I can just grab this dust mop real quick, because I have one hanging, like a long reach one, hanging in the corner by my back door. And I was like, I can literally just grab this and run along the ceiling, because that's sometimes where you'll get like a little cobweb or something, and then like the corners of the wall. And it took me like, I don't even know, maybe 2-3 minutes, if that. So I've been trying to get like little things done quickly when I can during the week, and then I do devote time on the weekend to go through like some of the more time consuming things. But you don't want to do it for too long. You're not trying to like overwhelm yourself or get the entire list done. You're just making progress over the course of time so that you don't have to do these big, giant spring cleaning, deep cleaning type seasonal cleaning sessions. However you want to approach it, it's more just about getting some of the things done a little bit at a time over time. And you don't want to try and complete this entire list because there's a lot of things on the list, and it's more just a reminder of the types of things you could work on, and you just pick a few and get them done. And then if you happen to have extra time, you could do a few more, but you're not trying to overwhelm yourself. You just want to work through them over time. So in this episode, I share the list that I have for the zone that we're in, which this week we're in zone 2, which is the kitchen. And this is actually like my favorite zone. I think I probably say that every time, but I like the kitchen zone because it's just the kitchen. A lot of the other zones have like multiple rooms in them, and I just like the idea that it's just one room. I don't have to focus on anything else but that, and I don't have to pick which room I'm going to work in. I just, the more focused down on what area to work on, I really like that. But anyway, yeah, so you're not trying to catch up. You're just saying, this is where I'm at, this is what I have to do, and you just pick from the things. You also want to make sure to declutter first as part of zone cleaning. If you're working in, say, the kitchen this week and you have decluttering that needs to be done, part of this, how she's designed this program is that before you start to do any of the deep cleaning tasks, you do decluttering first, because you want to get the room to a place where it's easy to keep clean and maintain. So if you feel like you have any decluttering to do, just do that first each time the zone comes around. And then once you feel like you're done with any decluttering that needs to be done, then you start working on your deep cleaning tasks. So before I read my list, sorry, I'm kind of delaying on the list today, more than I usually do, but I wanted to tell a funny story. So we just got a couch for our family room. It was a secondhand couch, but it's kind of like, it's really nice. I really like it. We got it for a really good deal. Someone didn't want it anymore because it didn't fit their decor or whatever. But anyway, so when we were preparing to bring the couch in, of course we got rid of the old couch and we like cleaned the room real good. I like swept real good where I didn't normally maybe get to, and just mop and everything. And I came into the room and my husband had was wiping off the blinds. He had like I don't remember, maybe a paper towel or whatever, and he was kind of like dusting off the blinds, and there was like all this dust on them, the blinds that were like back behind the couch, and they were covered in dust. And I was like, oh, that's part of my zone cleaning list. I guess I haven't hit that one in a while. So it was just kind of embarrassing because I'm constantly always talking about my zone cleaning and trying to make sure that I keep up on everything, and clearly that one must have kept getting bumped to the end of the list. So you definitely want to try and make sure you work through the entire list before you start over again. That's kind of the idea. But of course, sometimes we might get tempted to do the things that are a little bit easier and then not always get to everything. So you want to try and work through the entire list over however many weeks that takes you, and then start over again so that you're not leaving anything undone for a really long time. All right, so what we have on the list for the kitchen is remove any cobwebs. Like I said, I just did that the other day. We have, if you have pets, I have on my list clean pet dishes. That's another one you could do really quick. You could just, if you have a minute at any point during the week, what I like to do is just soak them in the sink. We have stainless steel ones. I guess it just depends on what type you have, but I'll just kind of stick them in the sink and put like a drop of dish soap and hot water, and then just let them soak for a little bit, and then just rinse them out and dry them. And that's a real quick and easy one. Clean out the freezer. That's, just, we have the kind of freezer that you pull, that the drawer pulls out, and sometimes like things wind up at like the bottom of the drawer, and you just need to kind of like reorganize and see what you have in there. And just kind of, sometimes crumbs and stuff will kind of fall. Like, I guess people will grab things like out of boxes while it's in the freezer instead of taking the box out of the freezer. So sometimes crumbs will get in there or whatever. So you just want to clean out the freezer occasionally. Straighten drawers that might need to be straightened in the kitchen. Maybe you have a junk drawer, or I have to move to a different room. I have guinea pigs and they are running around like crazy in the cage. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really distracting me. Sorry about that. They were just having a lot of fun and just running around like crazy, and it was just really, the sound was really distracting to me. So anyway, so straighten the drawers. Like I said, if you have a junk drawer, sometimes you want to just peek in and see if anything got stuck in there that shouldn't be in there. Even like your utensil drawers, sometimes people put stuff back in the wrong spot. Things just don't fit right. So you just want to kind of go through and see if any drawers need to be straightened. Wipe down the walls. This could be a full wipe down around the entire room, or you could just kind of look around and see if there's any spots that might need to be wiped down, usually like behind, we have actually like regular walls, not tile, like behind the sink, so that needs to get wiped down. by like the wall behind where our kitchen table is. A lot of times needs to get wiped down. So just, you might want to just spot clean or, do a full wipe down depending on how much time you have and what you need to get done. Clean out under the sink. So if you have cleaning products or whatever you keep under there, you just want to maybe just take everything out and wipe it down and then see what you have. Maybe some things are empty or close to empty. You might want to use them up or get rid of anything. Clean drawer under the oven. I have to do this. I keep saying I need to do this one, and that's a really quick one. We have a drawer under the oven that I don't really use, but I would like to just kind of open it up and wipe it out just so that it stays clean. Dust my paper towel holder. So we have like a wooden paper towel holder that's mounted to the wall, and the paper towels fit on it like horizontally, and the top part of it can get like slightly dusty. I mean, it's nothing major. Like I said, it takes 2 seconds to just wipe it down. Scrub the stovetop. Of course, every time we cook, we wipe down the stovetop, but this is more like, spraying some cleaner on it, letting it soak, and then just kind of really scrubbing any of the difficult spots. The stovetop is one of my biggest challenges. I don't know if it's just the type of stove I have, but sometimes I'll spend the most time scrubbing it and it just doesn't even look like I've done it in a month. I have certain spots in it that just won't come off, and the stovetop is white. So, whatever. I just have kind of accepted that. I just do the best I can. I know that it's clean, and that's all I can do. So it's kind of one of those things that's disappointing when you spend a lot of time doing it, and then you look at the result and you're like, oh, well, it kind of looks sort of the same as when I started, but it still needs to be done. So that's that. I also soak the burners. I have like a little bin, like a little tub that I put in the sink, and I'll put the burners in it and then fill it with like really, really hot soapy water and let them soak a little bit, and then just clean them off. I have like a little scrub brush and soap holder next to the sink, so that needs to be just kind of taken apart and cleaned occasionally. Let's see, clean the floor vent. So we have like a vent to the heating system like on the floor in our family room, and it's not in our family room, in our kitchen, but it leads to the family room. It's kind of in an awkward area where, it's kind of right in the middle of a walkway. I think the reason it's there is because our family room that you walk from the kitchen into the family room was like an addition at one point. So I don't think that was ever really meant to be like somewhere that people would always be walking in and out. It would have been like on the edge of the room if that addition wasn't put on. So I think that's why it's there. But anyway, because it's in like a main area, stuff like falls in it and it gets dust in there and stuff like that. So I just have to like clean it out once in a while. So I just kind of take the vent like out of the floor and then just kind of wipe it out and get any dust and dirt out of there. Wash the oven mitts. That's another quick one. I'll just grab them and throw them in the next load of laundry and then take out a new set and put those out. So there's no rush to get it done. We have a water cooler in the kitchen, so I have to clean the drip tray. Like that little tray underneath, like where if you overflow or whatever, the water like drips into that tray. It can get kind of like gross, like in that. So you just want to make sure if you have one of those, you take it out and just clean it out. Wipe down the appliances, clean the windowsill, the glass, open it up, clean like the part that like faces the outside too. Clean the ceiling fan, just dusting it off. Wipe down the cabinets. Same thing with this. If you just have a spot you need to focus on, that you could just do that, or you could just wipe down the entire cabinets. Clean any light fixtures, dusting, wiping them down. Clean the oven. I don't do that one that often, but I did do it fairly recently on one of the really cold days. I don't know if it's better to do it when it's really cold because it makes the house a little bit hot, but then you can't really open the windows because it smells bad. So it's like, well, is it better to do it in the summer when it's hot? Because at least you can open up the windows and not have that smell you get when you clean the oven. But I don't know. I just do it every once in a while. Clean the top of the fridge. So I do have stuff on top of the fridge. I have like a metal rack where I store my pots and pans on. So occasionally I have to pull that down and just kind of dust off the whole top of the fridge and just wipe that rack down also. Let's see. Wipe down the oven door. Wipe down the dishwasher door. Clean the garbage can. So once in a while I'll just take, we don't have like the kind of garbage can that's under the counter, but either way you would want to clean that also. But ours is like out, just like a regular freestanding garbage can. So once in a while I'll take out the garbage bag and just kind of spray down the whole thing with some kind of disinfecting cleaner and then just wipe it down. I have on here dust wine glasses on rack, but I haven't honestly needed to do this in a while. We have a little wine glass rack that's like mounted under the cabinet, and it holds 6 wine glasses. And they're all like decorative, like hand painted glasses. So I guess we weren't using them for a while because they had to be hand washed. So we would, I guess, usually use other ones, but I feel like we've been using these enough now that they're not getting dusty. What would happen is they would stay there for a while and then they would get dusty. And I would just I had on my list to make sure that I would just periodically take them off the rack and just like clean them so that they didn't look dusty and get dusty. But I've been trying to use them more frequently, but I will have to check them because, I don't want them to like get dusty and look like gross wine glasses hanging there. What else do we have here? I lost track here. Okay, clean the dishwasher. So I just bought a product that is by, I'm going to actually open this. It's by Afresh. I haven't used it yet. I saw it on, I think I got it on Amazon, and it's actually a dishwasher cleaner. I don't know if it's worth it or not. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was maybe a few dollars. Honestly, I can't remember exactly how much it was. But what I had done before was sprinkle baking soda in there and put a cup of vinegar on the top of the dishwasher. But I'm going to try this dishwasher cleaner and see if I notice any difference. I honestly don't know that I'll notice any difference anyway, because pretty much when your dishes are done, the dishwasher looks clean to me. But I know they say you're supposed to clean it, so I'm going to give that a try. I figured it might be easier to just throw this thing in and run the cycle and not have to do like the little cup of vinegar and sprinkle the baking soda in. Not as if that's hard. It's just another step. I figured this is something I could just toss in and run the dishwasher. So we'll see how that works. Let's see. Okay, clean out the utensil drawer. Not the utensil drawer, the utensil organizer, like whatever you use to kind of organize your utensils. You want to sometimes take the utensils out and just kind of wipe it out. Sometimes crumbs and whatever else wind up getting in there. Wipe down the kitchen chairs. You just want to wipe them down from top to bottom, and then if you have fabric or seat covers or whatever, you want to just clean those. Let's see, dust off the top of cabinets if you have the type of cabinets that don't go all the way to the ceiling. We also have a corner cabinet that I need to dust occasionally. You can also reorganize a section of your cabinet if you want to do like some quick kind of going through and seeing maybe if you have anything you need to get rid of, or if maybe again something got put back into the wrong place. Clean the Keurig. I never know if I'm saying that right. My kids always say I say it wrong. But we just got one for Christmas this year. We just got one of the mini ones. And I bought these cleaner pods on Amazon. It's just like the K-Cup, but it's a cleaner pod. And you just stick it in there and you run it through a few cycles. So I'm trying to do that not pretty frequently, but like at least once a month. Like I'm trying to make sure that I don't skip that one when I hit the zone. I'm trying to make sure I do that one every time I do the zone because we've been using it a ton. It's probably like for an inexpensive Christmas gift because I got it on Black Friday sale and I was like, oh, this will be so fun. It's probably been one of the most expensive Christmas gifts because we are going through these K-Cups like crazy. I think it's just because it's still fairly new and we're just having fun trying out all these different, I've been buying like these variety packs that they have on Amazon of all these different flavored coffees and hot chocolates and teas and just all this different stuff. So I'm like, here I thought I was buying like a fun little inexpensive gift and I have to keep buying these pods nonstop. But anyway, because we are using it a lot, I'm trying to make sure that I definitely run one of those cleaners through once a month. So that's on my list now too. I have one of those microfiber dusters that's on like a long stick. It's the one I mentioned that I went around the room the other day, and the microfiber part needs to be cleaned once in a while. So like I think what I did last time is I just ran it under hot water in the sink, and then I just let it dry just to like remove the dust from the cleaner. So I have that on my list, and then and that's it. That's what I have on my list for the kitchen. So I did want to, I thought maybe one thing that I could possibly add to this episode each week is just to also talk about, just really quick, what the current habit of the month is. So like the Fly Lady, when you go on the website, she'll have like a habit of the month, something to work on. So I thought, since this is kind of like a Fly Lady focused episode, that it might be fun to just kind of add that in. So the habit of the month for March is get dressed to shoes. So this is something that she talks about, and I'm not like a huge Fly Lady expert. It probably would be a good idea for me to go back and like read the book. I haven't honestly ever even read the book. She has a book, but I have been on the website like many times, and I've watched so many videos, and you know, I keep up on it a little bit, so I know bits and pieces, but part of what she talks about is some of these habits, and one of them is get dressed to shoes. And what that means is when you get up and get ready for the day, to get yourself fully dressed, including putting on shoes. And it's really true. I tried to tell my son this, but he doesn't believe me, because a lot of times if it's like on the weekend, you know, he might just kind of be like, he'll get up and get dressed or whatever, and I'll say, you know, you really should put your shoes on because it makes a big difference. It makes you feel like productive, or like you're gonna, you know, you're gonna get stuff done, or you're ready to go, you're ready to work. There's something about it, and maybe this isn't for everybody, but it's something to think about. I definitely do think it makes a difference. Even just if you think about like, if you are still like, if you get up and you're like still in your pajamas and you're just kind of doing stuff around the house, I feel like you don't feel as productive until you like get up and get dressed and, you know, kind of get ready for the day. And part of that is getting up and getting fully dressed and getting the shoes on. So I just wanted to share that habit of the month. Maybe it's something you might want to think about. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to reach out to me for anything, you can contact me through Facebook at the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Lola's Frugal Life. You can message me there. You can join our private listeners group on Facebook also. That's at facebook.com/groups/Lola's Frugal Life. You can also email me at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com with any suggestions, questions, anything like that. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the show, and then also don't forget, if you would like to leave a review, that'd be really helpful to me. It's supposed to help other listeners find the show. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an awesome day.